All right, good morning. I'm sure we're not gonna have, even though it's a lot later, as many people as did yesterday on here. But um, basically, I just wanted to um, kind of address last night. So last night, Marf and I talked, and it was the one that was gonna be live, but because I was streaming from my phone, of course, and which I'm happy, by the way, that it didn't go out that first phone call because nobody would have liked what they heard from either camp. I mean, we were, you know, going at it a little bit, and it wasn't a nice phone call from either of us, and so I'm happy that the laptop didn't work last night because if it was working, it just would have been nasty. It would have been unbecoming of both of us. And he apologized. So then we hung up. You know, that's when I put up that last video. By the way, I took down the video from yesterday morning. I changed a couple of the names of the name one of my videos to try to get his attention to call me. Um, you know, and talk. Like I said, one way or the other. We can go one way or the other. Was hoping for um, a good outcome of the conversation and things to be smoothed over. But the first phone call, that's not what happened. And to his credit, he called back, and we talked. And some of the things that were really pissing me off, um, he understood. But not only that, he did apologize, like I said, and talk about Marth, of course, and you know, uh, we started kind of actually talking about other stuff, and then some of the stuff that I didn't even think of, like putting. I'm not even gonna say it, but yeah, I was like, you know what, I shouldn't have done that, and I apologized, and it was a situation where I stood up to something that it really shouldn't happen in the first place. I got a lot of flack from it, um, but at the same time, like one thing that did come good that came of it. And no, this is not like another attack, but it's the truth. And CJ Blaze, I'm just so happy you're not a mod anymore because you started this whole thing. I don't know what you saw in my Virginia Beach video to go and tell him whatever or whatever. I don't know, but I had to keep hearing it like an idiot. One of your mods, and and Jerry Love, you'll be a mod again right after this video, if you want. Actually, I'll wait for an answer if you would like. You have every right to be angry at me, but when I saw how you kind of were playing both sides, I just said, you know what? I don't want anyone like on my side that's gonna do anything crazy on my channel until this is resolved one way or the other. And like I said last night, the first phone call was heated, and the second phone call it had a different tone. We actually addressed each other's gripes. Um, Now, my gripe wasn't necessarily um, the not giving me credit part. It was the holding subscribed over my head. I did my best to explain to him that, and he seemed to understand, and he apologized. And so there's no need for me to go any further with anything. Okay, with anything. Um, he didn't even know that I was blocked. I guess one of his mods did it, which I can understand because I didn't know that comments were being deleted. Although I totally understand why my mod would do that, Kelly Khaleesi, and I don't understand how also in that live stream, not to bring it up, but why Kelly Khaleesi kept getting blocked. Maybe because of CJ, I would think. I mean, either that or they were like reporting her or something, like mass reporting anything she said. So it was just nothing but negativity, which is like a mob mentality. I mean, I don't know. So, like I said, we talked the second time. It was totally different. We actually had a lot of common ground that we were able to establish. I mean, a lot of common ground, a lot more than you guys would even know. I mean, like real personal stuff. It was a mutual apology on both sides. And, I know that, he kind of comes out like the bigger man and all that because he never made a video about me, but, we had a good fight on the phone, and rightfully so. He was pissed, I was pissed, and I just feel like once my main concern, which is kind of like helping someone and throwing it in the face, that's what I didn't. I don't even want to say it anymore. I'm not going to say it anymore. Just what concerned me, he apologized for, and it was genuine. And what bothered him, he realized, well, he kind of had it backwards a little bit because he didn't actually watch the video. And so he understood that as well. And he apologized, the way he had. I mean, he didn't have much to apologize for, outside of, what the things that the obvious stuff. As far as like things beyond that, he didn't like go and make a video about me or anything. But it was that. It was in a different way, let's say. And I just wanted to make sure that people knew that it really is squashed. They have both parties, I would assume. So yes, it is, and it took a couple calls to do it, 2-3 calls to do it, but we got it worked out. I'm happy we did. I didn't want to have to go on today. I just didn't want that. But you do. You get surprised by people. I believe everything happens for a reason. And usually the reason becomes clearer down the line. But as for right now, just kind of thinning my mods. That's all. Because mods are important. You need to trust your mods. And like I said, Jerry Love, I would love for you to be a mod again, but in the middle of that, until it was resolved, it would have been, for me, a war, not like a battle with this guy online. And, I wasn't going to let up until we talked, which is why I put on the show and encouraged him to talk. But the way I encouraged him to talk wasn't the greatest way to go about it either. And, I made sure to apologize for that as well. And, I mean, it's hard to get, his I don't know. Maybe I should have put out a video that yesterday morning saying, Marth, let's talk, because I'm about to do something. Or I'm about to put out a video that I don't want to. Or something like that. And maybe this all could have been avoided. But at the same time, sometimes good things come out of bad things. And I'm just happy because turns out CJ was the one who ran over and started complaining about the Virginia Beach video to him, which caused him to leave a nasty comment, And it's like, because of the nasty comment, I leave a video and boom, it's on. So, it's always the type. It's like, hi everyone, hi, and everyone's business that kind of causes drama, and they sit back and relish in it or something. I don't know what they got out of that, but you know, I just, by a comment Jerry said, I was like, really, like I don't get how you see that from that. So just to be safe, because in times like that, you don't want your channel to be, in the hands of others. And at that point, I had no idea who was the one. So that's why so many people came over. Really, I think was CJ. And I'm not trying to like turn like the guns at CJ. I'm not doing that at all. I'm not gonna even mention her name again. It's just you need to trust your mods. If you have your own, channel, please find mods you trust. And I thought I could trust all my mods, but yeah. And she was a good mod to me, but she was quick to turncoat. I'll tell you that. When it came to him, and I get that he's a big, powerful channel. And it wasn't easy for me to stand up to him, but I had to. People don't get that part of it. I had to. I honestly felt like I had to, or I wouldn't be able to sleep that night. In fact, I couldn't sleep that night before. I ended up sleeping with the help of the dispensary, but that I had to address it that morning. I really felt that way. I really did that morning. It's just I wish I addressed it like, put his name in a title like Mafugal, we need to talk right now because I'm about to put out a video. I don't want to, or something like that. Or at the time, I wouldn't say I don't want to, I guess, but I don't know what I would say. But we were both bigger men and walked away from it, I think, with a better understanding of each other. And that's always a good thing, you know. So as far as I just want to say to Kelly Khaleesi, you are the best. You are the best because when nobody defended me, you did. And you got your comments deleted. No one will ever see it. No one will know it. I know it. I saw it. And I was wondering, well, could she get deleted on my channel? She's the only mod in here besides. Oh. So, that's kind of how that went. That's why I just couldn't believe how the live chat was so one-sided. I keep on talking about the video. The video doesn't even exist more, which is why I'm kind of like speaking about it a little bit more freer. But then again, so many guys, so freely, I should say. But then again, so many people had seen it that I almost hesitate to because it's just kind of bringing up that bad, the warnings and by 9 a.m. tomorrow, if not this, and so I'm happy he called me and apologized. So, and that I could apologize to him as well because there were some things not sitting well with me because, it's just what a difference from the first phone call to the second phone call. And it was, the craziest part is I was in my description box about to put the call in the description. If he had called I don't know if it was the second or third, but the time when we finally actually listened to each other. If he had called literally 30 seconds later, I would have already put out that call and, I would have took it down right after, but because, the first phone call, it was damning, but I don't want that out there. So, I put out the call and, I was about to put the call in the description and hit save, and that's when he called. Is when I was literally about to paste it. As I'm talking to him, I was looking, and the cursor was still in just the description. So it was like really weird how that happened. I don't know, divine intervention. Maybe we weren't meant to be uh, going at it. Maybe we should be helping each other out. I mean, I think that's what we should. I don't believe in, truth is fighting truth is anyway. I really don't. But, I felt wronged and I had a grievance to air. I aired it. I got way more. I got a lot of blowback, which I expected, a little more than I expected. But I also got to thin out my mod, and that doesn't include you, Jerry. So as soon as I hear the word from you, um, I don't know. I saw you last night. You were still mad, of course. You said I'm with the real family now. So I don't know. If you'd rather not be a mod, that's fine too. That's up to you. Put it that way. But I can't have that happen again. I can't have a mod that is actually somebody just looking to make trouble. I can't have that. I take credit for making a response video, which most people just don't seem to get through their heads. I was responding to something that was, in my opinion, I'm not even gonna keep going over it and beating this dead horse. So, anyways, good morning, guys. I got some very interesting information to put out today. I have, whenever I get too ambitious and I say like 3 videos that I'm gonna put out today, it never happens. It's like, what's that saying? Something about like if you have your mind on a million different things, if you plan on getting all this stuff, that only nothing gets done. Something, I don't know. I butchered that, but basically, I can guarantee one at least. So the topic should be interesting. I encourage people to check in because it's I think it's a very important thing. It's well, you guys will see. It's very interesting, and it comes from solid, intelligent intel that I got, and to that person, I thank you. This person is such a great person. They want to just always remain anonymous. I mean, that's how great they are. So they remain anonymous and give me intel. Um, Even gave me some intel yesterday, but I'm not gonna have to use that. So, and that's not about my firewood. It's just it's already been broken. I missed the story yesterday, you know. But it's kind of hard to focus when it's just like nonstop negativity in your mailbox. But anyways, I just wanted everyone to hear from both sides because by the time he went on, I was already in bed. I watched the Bruins, and then talked to him, and I went to bed because I gotta do it. Although today I got the day off, so that's a good thing. I almost like it's one of those days I almost wish I didn't because of the Bruins. I just, But anyways, you guys don't care about that. I know. I have a different channel for that. Which, by the way, is Wise Guys, Sports Betting and News. And that's not Wise Guys plural. It looks plural because it's like Wise Guys, Sports Betting and News, and Wise Guy and the S in sports, but it's Wise Guys, Sports Betting and News. Didn't really think that one out before I went through it because it makes it confusing every time I have to say it. But I just wanted to say good morning to everyone. No agenda here other than well, yes, there is an agenda here, and that is just to make sure that it's heard from both sides that, that's squashed, and, we heard each other out. And basically, you know, I he did understand what I was saying, and he understood what I was saying. Did I say the same thing twice? We understood each other, and um, found more common ground than most would believe. It's just such personal matters that we're not even gonna go there. But me and him went there because it ended up being a good call. On that, that's all I got. Um, but I'm happy that was the result. Um, because I'm telling you, after that first phone call, I was just like so pissed off. I was even more pissed off than ever, and I was ready to drop that call real quick. But I'm happy we talked, um, and I hope this puts an end to it. All right. So, sometimes to be heard, when a grievance is done against you, I don't know, you have to speak up. Now, I'm not saying to go about it the way I did, but, I couldn't ignore that. It's just not in my nature. And for those of you who are upset with me for not ignoring it, sorry. Then maybe I'm not the guy for you. All right. I'm raw, and I tell truth, and I just trust that, God will kind of take the wheel, and he did. So on that, the next video will be very interesting. Not just me sitting here talking about, stupid YouTube BS. All right. So this is the end of that. All right. So, hold back. Everybody, lower the flags. All right. Everything's good. He apologized, as did I. All right, guys.